2018 GSL Season 3. This is Rock Shield.
You are funny, Artosis. You crack me up on these breaks.
Yeah.
We try to bring you guys the best show you could ever ask for, but sometimes it's a side show we have.
It's even
on
better.
These breaks. It's even better.
It's only for us, though.
It's only for us.
You guys can't have it. We're not going to tell you what it is. It's only ours, and it dies with us.
Okay, Dark versus GuMiho is going to be the final match here of the night. Or I guess it's the day. So weird coming to the studio. I forget it's like Saturday. It's the middle of the day, Artosis.
Yeah, so the rematch here, that first match between them was just so weird and bizarre, like very strange games, but that's something that you could expect out of these guys. That's not to say that it will look the same this time. In fact, I think it's going to look completely different from the first series.
Yeah.
I really think it's not going to look like the first series at all. Like that weird Hellbat Marine push, I don't think we'll see that again. I think that weird game with the Queen drop and the Ravagers, while we could see that again, he's not going to lose 16 drones while doing it. You know, it's going to be a different series here.
Okay, so we're going to go to Acid Plant.
Oh, there we go. Acid Plant lost and found Katos. Oh, thank God, my comfort zone is back.
Okay,
None of these weird maps.
It could still be weird games, man. Let's go, guys. The final match, Dark vs. GuMiho.
Fight.
Berserk player looking to get to that round of 8.
Dark.
Of course, he's already going pretty well in the WCS standings. This win here will just make it all the better for his BlizzCon chances. But this man, he actually really needs to get further.
Storm Gaming.
I think I'm just going to let you talk this entire time.
You just
sound like
quiet.
A crazy old man.
You just be quiet. I'm going to tell my stories. And then I'm going to go buy a jar of peanuts, some toilet paper.
That's right.
But GuMiho needs a lot more WCS points.
I want to have the insane version of the cast where it's like, it's me casting with just my cats, like the way I talk to my cats when I'm alone in my house.
Yeah.
Like,
totally.
Yes. You're so funny, Artosis. Okay.
It's actually, do you talk to your cats a lot at your house?
A decent amount. Occasionally.
It's kind of interesting. Like, when I'm at home, I get much quieter. Like I'll sit there and play with my babies for 2 hours and say like 7 words to them, and I've realized that actually I should probably just talk to them more.
Yeah.
But like I'll just sit there and like look at them, and they'll look at me, and like they'll go man, I'll go man.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
I think since we've been casting for a long time now, but one thing I have found out since I've become a caster is I'm very sensitive to being in loud places. I do not want to have to shout if I don't have to.
Yeah, it's very true. I no longer go to the
You want to see Tastes in Hell, bring him into a club. I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah.
All my powers are gone. I can't talk. Ugh.
Yeah. I don't like loudness in general. Like, even if the TV is on too loud, I'll turn that down.
No, I'm fine with the TV being loud. That might be the one moment I'm not talking.
I just want
the one time
quietness.
I'm looking at a screen and I'm not yelling at it, Artosis.
Yeah.
I'll take that. So we got Dark and GuMiho here, guys. It was a weird series. It was what we started the day off with. It kind of ended in a fizzle as well with this weird timing push that totally failed by GuMiho.
Yeah, that was.
We were actually scratching our heads. I said, "There's no way he's going to do this," and then he did. And I thought, "Okay, well, this shouldn't work," and then it didn't.
And you're like, "Yeah, see,
see you guys." So let's see what happens in this series this time around. Dark coming off of getting a pretty serious lashing there from Rogue.
And GuMiho giving us even more serious lashing to Innovation, it felt like to me.
Yeah. Can't believe Innovation's gone. So crazy, man.
Yeah,
but people are just so good now. I mean, this is so competitive, you know?
It's so weird that he might not make it to BlizzCon. He's not qualified as of now, and I mean, once we get the round of 8, maybe I'll go over the points for everyone and see what everyone needs, because that was like a very fun thing last year to be like, oh, okay, here's what has to happen. Rogue has to win or he doesn't go and SOS does, you know, and that type of situation always gets really fun at the end of the year. But with Innovation, like, I don't know exactly the math yet, but he's going to need a sick performance at Super Tournament, basically, which is so hard to even qualify for, you know?
I'm excited for Super Tournament coming up here, man. I love these little micro tournaments we get to do out of the GSL studio. You know, the majority of what we do is it's kind of like a drama almost, you know. We come back every week and we're inching through the tournament and there's so much build-up. But it's also fun to just have these tournaments where it's like, okay, 4 days, get them all together.
Yeah.
Let's bang this one out, you know?
Remember the old micro maps that we used to play a lot in Brood War?
Of course.
What if
Micro
we
Wars.
had like a serious like GSL tournament or something
Yeah,
like
why
that?
don't we
How
do
sick
that?
would that be? That would be so hype. Everyone would want to watch that. It would be so exciting.
Yeah. We could do that.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
We'd have to go to floor 3 and propose it, but
Yeah.
it would be, it's doable. It's absolutely doable.
Like, imagine that. That would be, I think everyone would really enjoy, you know, where everyone has to micro everything. You do both sides of everything and see who the best micro is or something. And that would be like so much trash talk and stuff. That would be so much fun. Oh my god. Someone make this happen for me.
Yeah.
Oh, a Nidus play!
Okay. The butt of the Nidus has been laid. Now we got to see where he's going to pop that Nidus over on the Terran side of the map. Now, with the Hellions coming out on the map, this is kind of a weird gray area here.
Yeah.
They're neither here nor there, which means that this could completely throw off GuMiho here. But GuMiho is going to be the first to initiate. The problem is if you're doing a Nidus play like this, you're probably going to have a bunch of roaches anyways.
Yeah, it's very, very true. He's trying to run in over here. He sees there's not that many drones there. So I think he's getting ready for a possible attack coming in. Look at that, Overlord.
Uh-oh.
All right, GuMiho knows.
Tremors 5. Okay, is it going to come out in time? Uh-oh, guys, this isn't looking very good. Well, Transfuse is a good ability to have.
Yes, indeed it is. But double auto turret is a pretty good ability to have as well.
And it looks like GuMiho is going to shut down the majority of this. I mean, with the Nidus gone and these few remaining roaches, this was a total failure.
It got 13 SCVs, but I don't think that that's actually enough.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I really don't.
The Lynx could have got in there, but they did not.
They're slow.
They turned around, yeah.
They
I guess they're not going to do much damage at all.
Yeah, the 13 SCVs, I don't think that was adequate.
So now what are you supposed to do,
is
as Dark here? You try to hide a Nidus somewhere else? I don't feel like that works.
Well,
but
no, I think he's done with Nidus for now. And he's playing against Bio, right? Like, the Nidus would have a little bit more use going later into the game if it was Mech. But since it is Bio that's coming up, just the Bio itself is so scary. The damage output is so quick. He's made some Ravagers. He's going into Evos. He's getting some more Queens. I mean, yeah. But how do you win? It's a tough one.
Okay, well, the rest of these Hellions have now been taken out. Looks like this auto turret, nice targeting here on these drones. He's doing a decent amount of damage here, 7 kills so far.
Yeah, he is. Well, I mean, he's already ahead, so that's pretty good. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and this is only getting worse here for Dark.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. Well, finally, this is going to be taken out. Oh!
Are we serious?
13. That's an unlucky number, Artosis.
Well, Dark is certainly not lucky this game.
No.
Having defeated GuMiho in their previous series, game 1 here is not looking good for him.
Well, I don't think we're going to have another game that's going to look like this, to be honest.
Yeah.
He did a Nidus Worm, it got shut down pretty easily, and then there was 13 drone kills.
Yeah, he gooped the factory, and he's getting a Baneling Nest. So I guess we have our answer as to what Dark thinks he can do to win this game. And that's going to be Roach Speedbane, I believe. It's an old comp. It's not really used anymore. Siege tanks obviously counter it pretty heavily. But from here, I think he'll go into melee upgrades and maybe rush up to Ultras and see if he can make that work. Let's see.
Okay, the Banshee's now been zoned over to this kind of weird location where it doesn't have any more utility for the time being. Dark taking this 4th base over here. Both players racing up to get maxed out. And GuMiho can't push for a little while now. His stim's actually quite late.
But his stim is timed out with his 2-2, right? So that's actually a very, very strong build that he's going for.
This is kind of crazy because, yeah, I mean, if he was never going to do anything committed with ground, just get stim as late as possible, get everything else, and at the last moment activate that push. And this is going to be a pretty tough push here for Dark to deal with.
Oh, absolutely it is. If he lives through it, that's a miracle. this push is going to be really, really strong from GuMiho. Just the fact that he's going to be up 2 upgrades, and he's going to have just kind of units that counter these, right? You're up 2 upgrades with a Marine medevac tank going up against basically roaches, maybe some lings that you're up 3 upgrades on, and I mean, the speed banelings can do well, but you have siege tanks to help deal with that.
Okay. GuMiho continuing to roam here, trying to take out creep tumors wherever he can. Looks like Dark wants to set up a small counterattack, maybe get some of these banelings in there to try to hit some of those SCVs as they're moving out.
Yeah, look at this. Okay, so he is going up into Hive. It looks like his next destination is the Ultralisk. Can he live to get there?
Thing is that Stim's 10 seconds out.
Yeah.
I think this push is going to happen while the Ultra Tech is trying to develop.
Absolutely.
This could absolutely smash Dark and bring us into game 2.
Okay, he's trying to do a counterattack here. Ooh, pretty good armor missile there.
Okay, he's coming forward. There are a lot of banelings being made right now. The question is GuMiho going to commit? He's way deep on creep.
Well, I think he needs to. He needs to push right now and kill at least 1 base. Like, there's no reason that he shouldn't be able to. And if he waits too long, then suddenly this unit comp can get countered. Like, if he's playing against, you know, +1, +2 ultras with chitinous, well, I mean, everything changes at that point. He has to switch his unit comp and everything. Where's the rest of his units?
Yeah, well, I don't think he brought enough down here.
I mean, this didn't reinforce.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, see, there's the rest of his army. I don't know what was going on then.
If that entire army is there, and the thing is, he had those units for a long time. Like, he stopped a Ling Bane counterattack.
Thing is, he can still keep attacking, but yeah, that could have gone a lot better for him had he executed it correctly.
You lose like almost half your army or something there. That's, you know, that's Dark making progress in this game.
Okay. Only 2 more banelings here in the front. It's going to be these Ravagers trying to take down the remaining tanks. They do get that last hit, but is there just too much bio here? I think so.
It might be. Dark having a hard time. Yeah, he's making like 18 lings right now. That's not going to be enough.
GG. Game 1 goes to GuMiho.
Yeah.
GuMiho, my Gumi bro. From a different GuMiMo.
This was an interesting game, right? Because GuMiho has been doing this a lot today against Dark, which is going for a very fast third command center while going for harassment-based units. Dark sent an Overlord in specifically to check that and then got his build order on the road to the Nidus play, but then the Nidus play really got stomped. So that's a problem, obviously, but I don't think we'll see... If we see a Nidus play, it's going to be like quicker, it's going to be stronger. I don't think we'll see it again, though.
No, I don't think there's a... Well, I would actually be worried for Dark if he did do another Nidus play. That seems like maybe he's saying, oh, I can't beat this guy any other way. You know?
Yeah, which is... That would be weird because
Nidus
he
play
beat him in the first series without Nidus play.
Exactly. It's like Nidus plays fine in a best of 3 or a best of 5, but obviously you can't rely on it.
I think it was a good plan. Like, actually, if you look at it, it's like if you're scouting specifically for third command center and Hellions and you want to do Roach Nidus, I wouldn't call that stupid. It just didn't work, though.
Match
Yeah.
2. Fight. Dark. Storm Gaming, GuMiho.
Well, see what they go for here. Obviously, Dark's up against the ropes now. Has to go 2-0 or he is done out of the GSL. And that's right. You know, he's low enough in WCS standings. Was he 6th coming into today? Something like that?
I think you're right.
That, you know, that's... Those bottom spots are where it's like, oh, well, I mean, this is where things change, right? Because we have 8 players in the round of 8. 1 is Neeb, so you don't worry about him. 2 already have seeds, you don't worry about them, right? But there's 6 spots on the line, and if you're in the bottom half of that, you're the one that's, you know, a little bit nervous, and then it might come down to super tournament, things like that. So Dark has to be incredibly upset about that last game. Whereas GuMiho, of course, really hoping he can pull this off and get in that next round. Wait, am I mistaken in saying that GuMiho plays, whoever wins this plays Maru, right?
Oh, I'm actually not even going to call that right now. I'm not sure.
Fairly sure that's how the seeding goes.
But I need to see the bracket.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But that would actually, I mean, either one of that. GuMiho, his TVT looks really strong right now, and then obviously Dark versus Maru is a dream match. But that would be cool.
You know, this time around, even though GuMiho did a great job that game, I mean, Dark did kind of do this risky build in game 1, right? He did the Nidus play, it got shut down. GuMiho, from there, it's like he just had to play single player, you know?
Yeah,
he stayed back and got all the upgrades, and he's like, okay, I should be ahead of you. I'm going to come kill you now. Looks like, okay, I'm over here. I'm ready. I'm going to roll my banelings at you, and then you're going to kill them all, and I'm going to leave the game.
Yeah.
But I think this time around, it should be different. I don't think Dark's going to do anything that risky, and we're going to have probably a more standard game.
You might be right. He is sending the Overlord right now to check, and he's going to see the same thing. The fast 3 command center, the Hellion play. The build isn't bad. It's a good, safe build.
This is like one of those builds you guys should copy.
Yeah. Okay, he actually doesn't send the Overlord all the way in.
He's going back.
He doesn't see the 3rd command yet. He sees that no Hellions are making. So that's weird. Okay, now he's going to see.
Okay.
3rd command center, there it is. Okay, so quality scout. Could end up losing this this Overlord, though.
I think
especially
he's
if that
away.
Reaper sits.
Okay, Hellions continuing to come out. Ling speed about halfway done. Dark continuing to drone up here.
And this is where we get to see what Dark wants to do against this style. He's making drones still. We don't see him teching up. We don't see him trying to get aggressive at all. Yeah, obviously you're going to let your circling speed go so that you can defend against these incoming Hellions. That's kind of cool to see the Cloaked Banshee over on the side there. It's very deliberately placed so that Dark can't scout it with a slow Overlord. I think for sure we're going to have that Cloak finish, and it actually could do some significant damage. If there's no spores, you're really going to lose a lot of drones. Because it looks like what Dark's plan is here is to play a macro game. He's just droning and droning and droning, making just enough Lings that he thinks that he can hold off the Hellions with the Queen Ling. But that is where it opens up possible damage for the Banshee.
Right. Oop. Ling is shut down over there. So the Banshee has been spotted, so you have to know that GuMiho, excuse me, Dark's going to be a little bit suspect about that. The Hellions are now going to come across the map, and we got to wait and see, okay, how good is the handling going to be here for Dark when he tries to defend this? Tanks behind this are going to be continuously pumped out here. Yeah. Terran's going to try to get a core bio army for a push later on, while this initial attack is to put pressure on and try to keep the Zerg on the defense.
Really good spores all over the place, by the way. So the Banshees are really not going to be able to get damage done.
You don't often see a spore out like that, but it is really good.
Yeah. It's like everything is covered. Yes, not the edge of the creep right there, guy in the chat, I know. But he's not going to take any real damage from any of this. Oh, I even really like that placement right there.
Yeah.
Those Evos, you can't run Hellions in. You
look
have
at
to
that,
really
even the Baneling's nest down there as well.
Yeah.
It clogs up that area.
And look how many drones he's making. 14 drones on the way. Jeez Louise.
Zerg in some ways has just given Terran map control, which is fine. Zerg doesn't want to do anything yet. They're still developing. And with this kind of ragtag army that Terran has, you can move out on the map, try to get rid of Lings and Overlords. And from here, I think GuMiho's going to land that 3rd base and continue to develop up. And I guess the big thing you want to watch for here is when Stim going to start, because when that finishes should be when the push comes, right?
I think he's not going for Stim. I think he's going mech here.
Oh, excuse me. I wasn't even looking at the production tab. You're right. 2 factories. Good correction, Artosis.
Yeah. Okay, so that mech play. Now, of course, it's one of these funny games, right, where it wasn't 100% decided that he was going mech. And we've seen some of these plays already today where, like, for instance, there was a mistake by Rogue thinking that Innovation was going bio, but then he was going mech.
Yeah.
Here it's mech, and the preparation of Dark says I think it's bio.
Yes.
Because he does have the Zergling upgrades. This doesn't mean he automatically loses or anything like that, but it's just something to keep in mind because the Lings aren't a full fighting force. Like against bio, you can kind of just play with Ling Bane for quite some time. But against Mech, that's not going to cut it. You really do need to get those other units. And look, he's going Infestation Pit. He's actually going 2-2. What? That +2 melee is throwing me off a little bit.
Yeah, this looks really, really weird.
That's interesting.
Well, I mean, we got to wait and see. We need to get confirmation as to what Dark actually knows, right?
Yeah, does he know it's Mech? He can't. If he's getting +2 melee, like, you'd get range here. But he got the Infestation Pit, too, so I'm like, huh.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, Dark's continuing to drone up. I think he's confident he's not going to be attacked immediately. These Hellions are just a harass. It's not anything to try to close it out. By the way, Dark's creep spread has been insane here.
Yeah. His drone count is crazy, too. Okay, there's a very fast Hive. Getting his Hydrals upgrades just now. Wow, this is an interesting one. I really want to see the full vision of Dark. Badly. Come on, Korean commentators, say something like that so we can see.
So the Banshees are out roaming here. No tell just yet, but I mean, pretty soon here, Dark's going to push out. By the way, Dark, I gotta praise this guy for a second. His macro has been so good in some of these games. Oh my God, check this out, surround out. And easily cleaned up there. But of course, that's just more supply to make more tanks with Thor's Artosis.
Yeah.
It's all part of GuMiho's plan.
Now, as he gets up, like, are you? I want to see what he's going to make with this Hive, right? Because he is going into some Hydras. So the mass mech push that'll come out, generally you hit as soon as you're maxed out with mech against Zerg.
Yes.
Is he going to go into Vipers? Or is he just going to throw down Ultralisk Cavern? Because, like, he didn't get the +1 range attack for Hydras. Instead, he got +2 melee.
By the way,
it's a very kind of weird thing that we're seeing from
Dark. No, it is a
here,
bit strange. Cool. By the way, the Thors are going to come out now, so it's no longer going to be a mystery in case it was to Dark. It's kind of fun to cast, guys. We're going to see exactly how Dark responds to this. I don't know what it is about Dark and GuMiho, man. They make for some interesting games.
Yeah.
So the Banshees are now being used. This is not exactly the most efficient way. Doesn't he have a Raven? Am I crazy? He had a Raven, right?
Oh, maybe. I'm not
sure. It's kind of weird to see him scanning that much to kill those creep tumors. It's a lot of mules you're not using. But anyways, this is actually the third time, by the way, that's been denied, that bottom base. This is going to start getting annoying here for Dark.
Could be another time coming soon. It's kind of funny seeing those Banelings there. Are those going to stop the Banshees? I don't think so.
Oh, he's going to try. Oh, my God.
Kills it.
Okay.
Okay, so the Vipers are coming out.
Yes.
That will let him fight against this a bit. And look at that, +3 melee. Ultras are like a very interesting choice to try to use against mech, aren't they?
Well, it will be satisfying to see Thor's fighting Ultralisk Artosis.
Yes, it's...
The 12-year-old part of me will be thrilled with this.
Yeah. I feel like you could make a movie out of this. Maybe the
Someone get Michael Bay on the phone right now.
Oh, Guillermo del Toro, man. Pacific Rim coming up.
Oh, is Pacific Rim 2 coming out, by the way?
It already came out.
What?
I haven't seen it yet.
So just so you guys know, the original Pacific Rim, that's actually a story about Artosis and me.
Oh,
okay?
Yeah.
The two of us together, only we can power the GSL, okay?
And I was really sad when you were killed, but I did get the mech back to shore.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, Tasteless.
Okay, we got the push actually coming out now. And I mean, again, this is a base that's been denied actually 4 times. One time wasn't even a cancel. Oh!
Yeah. There's 9 Siege Tanks out right now and 2 Vipers. But there are a ton of Zerglings.
Yes.
I'm surprised he hasn't gotten Blue Flame yet. Okay, it's almost done.
Good runaway there. Okay, so these Banelings, this is not exactly the most efficient way to handle this.
No, but he does have to handle it.
Yep.
You don't want to fight against that with Lings.
As I glance back down to the mini-map already, GuMiho's actually pulled away. He's just staying back.
Please cancel that again.
I don't believe, by the way, that Dark has actually scouted that bottom right base. Am I correct on that?
Oh, maybe.
It's just, well, hold on.
Oh, he's going
there.
Okay,
maybe he did see it. I stand corrected.
Okay, so this is, what an interesting game. You never see anyone try to go Ling, Bane, Hydra into Ultralisks with basically rushing the entire time, Zergling upgrades against mech. Like, at some point, it was basically decided / understood that this is not the way to play against mech, but this is the way that Dark has played. Dark is one of the smartest Zergs out there, so I'm very interested when they finally have a full-on engagement, what that's going to look like.
Okay, Ling's coming up now. A good surround over here. So this is going to be the counterattack play. I don't believe there's very much of anything back here at GuMiho's base to defend this. Am I correct about that?
Yeah,
there's like literally nothing here but that tank, which is already gone.
And these Lings are 3/3 Adrenalings just about now, so they are going to just cut through everything. Look at that. Those two command centers they are building are almost both killed. They both get canceled.
This is a moment where you can really emphasize just how sluggish mech is. It takes so long to get back there and actually try to save that.
Look at that. Oh, the blinding cloud helping to finish off this planetary with ease.
Okay, did Dark just win this game now?
Well, 51 SCVs killed.
Yep.
Gets an armory.
Ooh, denied.
Bunch of depots. He kills 4 command centers. Yeah, 4. 2 that were almost finished, 1 that was mining, and that one. Jeez. Well,
GuMiho's going to try to push across the map, but I don't know, man.
This is a different way to play against mech, and
it's
really
working,
interesting. Gosh, I hope Game 3 looks like this again. I want to see GuMiho's response to this play. I think the third map, though, is Catalyst. Lost and Found is so much bigger that this would work better here than on Catalyst.
Okay, Lings are running away. Thing is, all Dark has to do is stay back and wait, and slowly make as many banelings as the game will allow you to make. All right, but maybe GuMiho can pull off a miracle.
Well, he's getting pretty deep on creep right now. I don't know about that miracle. We'll see. The baneling's definitely not doing very well.
Okay,
GuMiho's still got a really sizable army. That is a lot of siege tanks. That is an insane amount of siege tanks. So even after this much damage, we could see GuMiho still win this.
This is so crazy. Yeah, it's funny. It's like you can't quite get in there and engage. Now, these Lings are slowing down any progress back at home. Again, guys, Dark is maxed out. He's waiting for a few more of these Ultralists to pop out, as well as these Banelings. And we should see him trying to collapse on top of this army.
Yeah, that is a lot of siege tanks, though. I can't get over the fact that he has 18 siege tanks right now, and there's like 2 Vipers out.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
See it. Oh my god, some good blinding clouds all over the place. The Ultra Ling Bane Hydra getting on top of everything. Okay, I guess he clears
Beautifully
it.
done. This should be bringing us into game number 3 then, our last of the day. I don't think there's any way to recover. I mean, from here, GuMiho's at 92 supply. Dark is just continuing to make Lings and Ultras. He can go all the way across the map and just smash through everything.
That's true, but the reason why he can do that is because he killed everything previously.
Yes.
If he hadn't killed 51 SCVs and 4 command centers and stopped almost all the mining on the map, and then had that engagement that we just saw, because look, Dark's at 166 with no Bane, right? If he hadn't done that insane damage to GuMiho, yeah, I don't know if this way that Dark played is something that can work without the huge attack that he did.
Yeah, well, I mean, the base was so in shambles when he left it. We saw command centers that had not even landed.
Yeah.
So I think GuMiho kind of looking for an answer here. I don't think it's possible in any way really to recover. He's going to try to send these Cyclones out, though. He does get rid of a hatchery.
+2 Cyclones kill things really quickly. Not Ultras, but other things for sure.
There's another
Cyclones
base
versus
down
Ultras,
here.
by the way, is the most funny thing ever. It just sits there. It's like the Ultra almost heals through.
Different types of armor, man.
Yeah.
Well, GuMiho, I guess, is going to try to come back in and stabilize in this game. Kind of weird, because it almost seemed like he had just hoped that that big counterattack with the tanks would win. He has not landed his SCVs or anything, and then after that didn't work, he said, okay, I'll go back to trying to macro, I guess.
Well, now he's playing Battle Mech at the end of the game, which is, this is an early game mech composition.
Right.
You don't, ever see this late game, but he doesn't really have a whole lot of options right now.
Yeah, and Dark from here just needs to play a clean, straightforward game. Yeah. I'm actually kind of surprised Dark didn't try to end it now. I mean, he's maxed out already, but
I think waiting for the right engagement is pretty decent. He's maxed out. It's probably the right time to go.
Okay. Lings, Ultras, Banes all coming forward here. And you can see there's just hardly any tanks. Basically, GuMiho was developing tanks the entire game for that one big attack. It was taken out. Now we have these really basic Tier 1 mech units, and I think ultimately this should be able to just tear through the rest of what's here.
Look at this micro, though, from GuMiho. He's
Yeah.
pulling back the Cyclones. His siege tanks are doing ridiculous damage. +2 weapons on siege tank is no laughing matter.
Okay, it looks like that last tank over there on the left is going to be taken out.
Yeah, but the Army of Dark basically killed off.
Army of Darkness. He's going to...
Thanks, Stasis.
See what I did there, Artosis?
Yeah.
Look, he's just making 30 more Lings and a few more Ultralisks. It is really weird, though, to see Ultras seriously fighting mech.
Yeah, over and over. It's like I'm watching StarCraft 1 or something.
Yeah. But he's going to come up once again. And I think we're going to see GuMiho's supply plummet even further here.
Well, he's trying to make it work out. And as he refills his tank count, you know, there's little bits of hope. Has some counter harassment going on as well. Is he going to attack? Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. He's dead now. This was like the very last-ditch effort. I feel like this is last-ditch effort number 9 from GuMiho.
Yeah, I kept thinking we were going to have this game fizzle out and go to game 3 here. But this should be the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
Even drones into this army. The disrespect is real. GG.
Man.
We're tied up 1-1.
Well, I'm really excited to see if we go into a mech game again, if Dark will play a similar style. And I want to know when Dark figured out that it was mech, because a lot of times you'll see the Zergling upgrades come and then they figure out that it's mech and then you switch around a little bit. But he stayed on it viciously into 3-3.
Yeah, he was committed to it. It's kind of a wonky unit comp to fight with, but...
It could have been that he decided he had enough of an advantage to do that. It could have been that he already had the upgrades going. He's like, okay, this is something I can kind of do. Or it could be that he likes this against mech. I don't know. It's kind of exciting, though, to see Dark. Dark pioneers a lot of the new and different strategies, like a lot of off-brand stuff. Like he's the one that pioneered Corruptors against the 2-port Phoenix build. He basically anything with Corruptors is his. He pioneered all of the Corruptor plays. Like Corruptors instead of Mutas and stuff. And now look at this. I don't know if we'll see it again, though.
All right, guys, let's go to our last game of the day. It's going to be Catalyst. One player will move on. GuMiho or Dark? Let's find out.
Dark.
Really cool game, too. I like that he backed up into a complete macro play.
Yeah.
First game, he cheeses GuMiho when he goes 3 command. This game, he scouts it. No, more drones.
Storm Gaming, GuMiho.
All right. Based Gumi God, are you going to go 3 command center once again?
He could. Interesting to see that Dark was able to dominate so heavily in a super late game like that. Especially when you consider the fact that GuMiho actually came out, he stopped that base at the bottom of the map 4 times. And Dark still developed into a powerhouse economy. I mean, normally when you see someone take out a base that many times, it's supposed to be a sign of how the game is going to end, and that time around, it was just
getting
like
comical at that point, where it's like you wouldn't even be faulted for taking your 4th somewhere else or 5th or whatever it is at that point. But yeah, 4 times is
it's quite a number.
It's excessive, is what it is. At like time 3, I'm like, huh? And then at time 4, I'm almost like both of you are bad. Why did you think you could cancel this again? How did this get canceled again? Right? I'm like sitting them both down in the principal's office.
Well, it's funny, too, because he did not actually win. I'm like, huh.
Oh. Hey, I just went, oh. And then one of the Korean conference went, oh?
Yeah. We're all reacting at the
like,
same time in different languages.
So it looks like it might be a 2-on-1. We'll be able to tell in a moment.
Here goes Dark getting a 3rd base.
Oh, wait, no. Is he just going to go into 3 racks? Is that what? Like, what the? Hold on. We'll see in a minute exactly what this build is from GuMiho. But the thing is, he normally does, like, very tech openings, whether he's going to go bio or tank, or bio or mech, right? Because we don't really think of him as, you know, a player that is super micro-based. He has good micro, of course. Everyone at the top does, but this isn't like Maru or Byun or Innovation. Is this just going to be a 2-on-1? It really looks like it.
I think there's no shame in doing that, especially after the way the last game went. GuMiho generally is a player who likes to initiate and get out there and pick fights, but a lot of the games that he's won today, he's actually had the super withdrawn kind of macro god style of just staying back and powering up and having this huge push later on.
And he's really trying to hide it because Dark every game has sent in his Overlord to C.
Yeah.
He's really put a lot of damage.
He's got a Marine out here to lock that out.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of mystery as to what's going on inside GuMiho's base for Dark right now.
2-on-1 would generally be what I would least expect from GuMiho. Okay, it's not a 2. I don't think it is. Because he got like the reactor on the factory before the starport. I think you start that after normally, but I don't know. It could still definitely be 2-on-1. It's looking that way. Yeah, just 3 Marines at a time.
Yep, Stim's on the way. We also have that add-on about to finish there for the starport.
Now, there's a lot of debate over how strong 2-on-1 actually is. Obviously, Maru has won a lot of games with it, but has started to lose with it a bit more recently. Like we saw Raynor really hold it convincingly in the group on Wednesday. Okay, he's making Hellions and a Medevac, so this is a bit different. The GuMiho Flare. So it is a stim timing push. It looks like it's actually the same build that we saw from GuMiho in Game 3 last time that we kept saying we wouldn't see again. It maybe not exactly the same, but it's going to be Hellbats with a bunch of Stim Marines. In this game, yeah, double Evo. That means he's going Lings Tasteless. And we were talking about how we thought maybe GuMiho was looking to hit Lings, not Roaches.
Yeah.
But Dark does go Roaches a lot. Last game he won with Lings. Oh my god. There's even SCVs coming.
Yep.
And he's hidden the fact that he has a bunch of Hellions.
There we go. Yeah, look, it looks like it's just an... Oh, this is so
gosh. Cool. Oh my gosh.
Stim is just now finishing up.
He should go to the right here.
He's coming up now. So this is a strategy intended to blindside Dark. Where out of nowhere, suddenly, there's way more than you can deal with.
Okay, that's
comes in at a nice angle. The SCVs are in the back. They've just now been revealed. And here's where the attack's going to start. He's going for this queen over here on the right.
Oh my gosh, these SCVs. This is so interesting to see it so differently, but that's a great pickoff on that first Hellbat. It looks like he'll pick off another one. Oh, the SCVs keep alive a little bit longer, but they do get it. A mistransfuse on 2 queens now going down.
Keep in mind, it's just 1 medevac, so every time you stim, your Marines are going to be a little bit weaker. It can't heal every single one of them, especially with these SCVs here.
Now the SCVs here to beat little medevacs for the Hellbats.
I think he's doing it.
He might.
I think he's doing it. It's starting to snowball.
Oh my god. It looks like Dark might be eliminated here. Already 14 drones falling.
Yeah, look at this. The moment he sees that there's one side that's a little bit weaker, he dives over there too.
Another stim. And he's going after the drones as well as the queen. Everything coming down now. Drones even from the main base.
He's trying to surround here. These Lings are coming up. Does he possibly have enough? It seems like it might just be too much. Some Marines come in here from behind, and there's just not enough here for Dark.
Yeah, it looks like that is just about that. The based Goomy God gonna be advancing to the round of 8. Really fantastic results.
Doesn't even have his hands on the keyboard right now. He's just rubbing his head. That's gonna be a GG. Whoa.
Wow. GuMiho once again. People keep sleeping on him. Especially us, I think, Tasteless.
Yeah.
But GuMiho continues to just show top-tier play, top-tier games, really brutalizing innovation, then taking out Dark in the rematch. So he and Dark, 3-3 tonight, but he wins where it counts.
That's right. Vengeance was his.
Wow.
Dark definitely disappointed with that, but that's the nature of the GSL, man.
Yeah.
We got to keep cutting players out to figure out who's the best.
Man.
GuMiho, a GSL Codas champion, is one step closer to doing it all over again.
Dude, this is crazy, too, because GuMiho right now, round of 8, this is really helping him out on the chances for going to BlizzCon.
Yeah, good point.
And one of the rivals for him to get to BlizzCon, one of the people he wants to see fail, is Dark.
Okay, we've got GuMiho now. Let's do this interview. Gary says, as we expected, the Buildmaster GuMiho, with his crazy style, he's gone to the quarterfinals. Congratulations. He says thank you. Wow, that last game, that strategy was crazy. I was so surprised.
제가 사실은
I thought you were going to play mech style. What made you choose to do that strategy?
자꾸 로스트 앤 파운드에서
I was actually thinking about maybe playing a late game,
역전을 자꾸
but on Lost and Found, I made a lot of mistakes.
약간 위축된 게 있었고
And I thought he basically had a comeback victory, so
이신영 선수가
that made me a little bit nervous to try that style again, so I decided to mix it up.
킬벤을 한번 사용해줬잖아요.
네.
그래서
When I look at innovation style,
사실 이게 후보군에 없었는데 이거를 쓰게 됐어요. 이신영 선수가 뿌린 독이 있어가지고
the builds he used,
스포 짓고 막 약간 생각이 많아질 것 같아서
I thought that he's got a really good approach to it overall, and so I try to take it a little bit of that style and incorporate it into my own, and that worked well against Dark.
이런 죽음의 조 땀 흘리면서 경기를 하셨는데
Everybody said Group B was the group of death, and I can see that you're sweating right now.
않으시나요?
근데 제가 그 조지 형식을
네.
다시 생각하고 돌려보고
Do you think that this is all you're doing to make this the group of death? So when I look back at the group of dominations,
없더라고요. 왜냐면은 다른 종족을 고르면은 제가
아니 그 많은 선택지 중에 이명재
아니요, 제가 근데
선수가
I really had no other choice.
네.
세 종족을 다 연습해야 되는 상황이 올 수가 있어서 저그를 뽑을 수
Because if I pick different players,
저그 중에는 이제 준혁이랑 이병렬 선수
oh, I see what he's saying. Okay, so he said the fact that he had the setup like this for the group meant he only had to practice really hard for basically one matchup.
이렇게 됐고
So I had no other choice than to go for Rogue
진출하는 멋진 결과를
in that group nomination.
That's really smart.
Well, anyways, you made it to the quarterfinals.
구경을 실컷 했는데 확실히 뭐 불곰이 패치돼서 확실히 저그전에
Today there's been a lot of mech style.
오늘 이 근본에는 메카닉이 있었습니다. 메카닉
We could see Tyrion using Marauders against Zerg a lot.
오늘 메카닉
So what's your take on mech plot style?
생각하고 이게 진짜 지면 안 되는 상황까지는 아니어도 되게
Honestly, my mech was awful today.
네.
그거를 잘 살리지도 못한 게 너무 아쉬웠어요.
There's a lot of moments I was ahead, but I wasn't able to close it. I ended up throwing the games away.
영호가 자꾸 올인을 치는 바람에 바이오닉은
But throughout this season, I've been planning a lot of bio style. But Dark's usually pretty strong at finishing the games whenever he gets a lead, so I didn't really to exhibit how good my bio play was.
상대 올인도 탄탄한 수비로 막고 또
Overall, though, it seemed like your prep was pretty solid.
이 상대 군수
Especially your Hellion movements and utilizing Banshees. Also,
제가 군수 운영만 너무 생각하고
locking your opponent out economically.
네.
그런 거
What do you think was the biggest problem that you had today?
너무 허무하게 그 빈집을 허용하거나 아니면 병력이 싸먹히거나 이런 상황이 나왔던 것 같아요. 제가 그러니까 너무 급하게 했던 것 같아요. 아무래도
When I was attacking into my opponents, I noticed I didn't have any defense back there, so I think I was kind of vulnerable to counterattacks.
8강입니다. 오늘 이신영 선수를 상대로 하시는 거 보니까
Now you made it to the quarterfinals. When I look at your games against Innovation,
홍주 선수 태태전
I think you should be fine against tomorrow. What do you think?
정말 무서운 건 진짜 그 전진 투병이에요. 언제 나올지 알 수 없는 전진.
I'm not gonna lie, Maru is very good at TBT, but I think the scariest part is that
싫었거든요. 근데
I think his proxy racks is the thing you got to worry about the most, though. It's hard to tell if he's going to do it, and when he does it, how he's going to play it. So since I have to face him next, I'm going to prep hard and do my best to take him out. Any words to your fans?
2조에서 살아남을 수 있을지 정말 몰랐는데 살아남게 돼서 정말 다행이고.
I didn't know if I was going to survive today. I'm so relieved I made it. I want to thank everybody who's been supporting me. And especially, I want to mention Ragnarok, who's from the same team. I want to thank him especially. And Lenok too. I know Lenok's got his own games, but he spent a lot of time helping me prep, so I'm very grateful to him as well. Congratulations once more. All right, guys, here's the match results. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bam.
Yeah. Rogue advancing in first place. GuMiho.
GuMiho wagging his finger at me. No, tasteless.
Yeah, don't you ever understand me again, bro.
Sorry, GuMiho. My bad, bro.
So yeah, I mean, that was like really great play out of GuMiho, and of course Rogue slapping this group down. Only losing a single map tonight.
A real force.
Yeah.
In this group.
I think
it's going to be hard to
favorite
imagine him
every
getting beaten
tournament.
by anybody. He just looks so good. He really is on another level.
Yeah, and I think he's going to take down.
He's the guy. I mean, everybody wants to be the guy, but I mean, it's him.
It's true.
You know. Wow.
He's going to win this tournament. He's going to win Super Term. He's going to win BlizzCon. You watch.
So here's what the round of 8 is looking like so far. Guys, as a quick reminder, we have a schedule change.
Yes.
Okay, because Mara will be in Jakarta for the Asian Games, repping Korea. We are going to have a match on Sunday instead of Saturday.
That's right. And the Wednesday match will be the Nibrogue plus match 2, second from Group C, first from Group D, which we'll figure out on Wednesday. And of course, as you said, Sunday instead of Saturday there on the other side.
Urtosis, I have to go to the restroom so badly.
Do you?
I
think you're fine.
Dying. I am in just agony, guys.
Yes.
But we have other graphics we have to show you. I just want you to know. Ooh, look at Hero. Hello.
Yeah. This is a handsome.
And look at Leenock, like quiet, tasteless. I hate your cast. I'm like, my bad.
Yeah.
Look at Zest. It's like he's formal. He's like, I'm done with work. And then look at Trap. Trap looks like he probably missed the photo shoot, and it's just.
Dude,
it's just like we had to use stock footage.
I've been jokingly saying that that's the real group of death. It's going to be fun, that group, no doubt. Make sure you tune in on Wednesday.
We love you guys. Have a good morning, afternoon, and night, wherever you are. We will see you at the next GSL.
GSL Season 3. This is Rockshear.
There's a place at the end of the road.
2018 GSL Season 3 Rockshear.